He was unhittable. He had 5 strikeouts in 2 innings, and he was disgusting. And that's the Nate Pearson that I think will come in 2021.
Swing and a drive. You can forget about this one, folks. 3-run homer way up there.
Welcome back, everybody, to the 450 Dead Center podcast. I'm Chris, along here with Daniel, and we're talking Blue Jays baseball once again. And this video is going to be what's next for the Blue Jays after we just traded for Steven Matz of the Mets.
Do you want to start or do you want me to start?
You can start if you'd like.
Okay. I say there's 2 things we need to do.
Okay.
Okay. Hear me out.
I'm hearing you out.
So we need James Paxton or another pitcher who's not they can be a top kind of pitcher, but if at worst they're the 5th starter.
Yes, I agree. And there's 3 names out there who are left, or maybe even 4 if we do a trade, but I think there's...
We can talk about all 4.
Yeah, sure. So I think the most likely to come to Toronto is going to be the Big Maple, James Paxton. And we've said this so many times that it's his destiny to come play for Toronto, throw a no-hitter against the Yankees in Toronto, and win the World Series with Toronto. And it's just going to happen. I just don't even care what anybody else thinks. He's coming to Toronto. James Paxton, if you're watching this video, give me a call, and I'll sweet talk the Jays for you.
Honestly, I think it's going to be somewhere around like 2-year, $12 million, something like that.
I think to entice him, 3-year deal, perfect deal. I don't think we give him more than that. I don't think we give him less. I think it's probably going to be around 11 to 15 million.
Yeah, you can even bump it up to 15 million.
Yep.
But
you know what? If I'm feeling risky, give him a 4-year deal.
If I am the Jays, he is my number 1 right now.
Me too.
That we need. Number 1 right now.
It's just also the fact that in the clubhouse, it'll just give the vibes will just be fantastic, along with all the fans getting to watch the Big Maple play in Toronto. It's just what you need.
I mean, for sake, the guy has a maple leaf tattooed on his, I think, left arm.
Yeah, and he showed it to the crowd when he no-hit our Blue Jays.
Like, it would send a sign, just not only to the fans, but to the players that, hey, this guy can pitch. He's pitched in the playoffs. He had a beautiful outing a couple years ago against Boston in the playoffs.
He did. Right?
He can pitch. We need another pitcher. Let's get him.
Yep, and he can represent the nation.
Yes.
Yep. All right. I think
it's got to happen.
Yeah, everyone knows what we think of Paxton, so we'll move on to our second most likely, or I think these 2 are interchangeable, and it's like Taijuan Walker or Jake Odorizzi. I think Walker's more likely than Odorizzi. I don't know what you think, though.
I would agree, just because we try to get Odorizzi every year, and he always tries to go to a different team.
That's true.
So
really, Jake?
We've tried to put it wrong. I guess he just doesn't want to come to Canada, which is fair. Get it, you know.
I don't understand that one, buddy.
But I want to be biased like that. That's fine.
Yeah, I see how it is.
Walker, young pitcher.
He's younger than Odorizzi. He's the youngest one on this list, I believe.
Yeah, I think he's the youngest one in the free agency right now, to be honest.
I think we can even give Taijuan Walker a 5-year deal. I think that would solidify it.
5.9. That's what I'm thinking. 5 years, $9 million.
$9 million a year, you mean?
Yeah, $9 million a year.
Okay, I was gonna say, I'm like, no way he would sign that.
No, 5 years, $9 million.
I think he would. I think he's gonna get more than that.
That would be 32.
Yeah, he's 28 or 9 right now. So.
But yeah, I think he's another pitcher that he's proven he can be a 3rd starter or 2nd starter even.
Mm-hmm. When he pitched with the Jays last year, he was sub-3 in his ERA, which if we can get that as our number 2 or 3 guy, that'll be beautiful. Absolutely astonishing. And he pitched well against the Yankees last year too.
It is such a shame he didn't get to pitch in the playoffs because they lost in two games. But it is such a shame because honestly, if we got to that 3rd game against the Rays, he was going to win.
I know that for sure. 100%. And I know we had some bad games in the playoffs, but you know what? I'm okay with that. It's a beautiful learning experience.
I think, and then the other guy we were talking about, Jake Odorizzi. Again, another guy who can be a 3 or 2. Because really, we have us number 1 in Hyun-Jin Ryu.
Yes.
Right? He's the number 1. No doubt about it. He's your ace. Number 2, I wouldn't put Pearson there yet because he's still young. Right?
He can, if Nate Pearson goes off, he can be the ace. You know, that's how good he is.
I think by the end of the year, he could be a 2 or even an ace for sure. But right now, I put him at number 3.
Yep, I agree.
And then you 4 and 5, you have like Tanner Roark, Steven Matz, trying to think it was Ross Stripling, who will probably be out of the bullpen though.
Yep.
I'm trying to think of anyone else that we have. Robbie Ray,
Chatwood, and all these guys.
Yeah, Chatwood.
Yeah, and
right?
also
so we have a lot of 4 and 5 guys.
Yeah, we have quite a few young guys that could come up too, but I think what we need right now is a number 2, 3 starter who can actually give us the innings when we need it, and the fact that they won't be on a pitch limit this year is something that I would look into as well, because Pearson's going to be on a pitch limit, and if he goes past maybe 150 innings, they're probably going to throw him in the bullpen. So I don't know what you guys feel about that.
That's kind of the plan. That's why we're signing so many long reliever / pen arms, because you think about it, Roark, Ray, Matz, Stripling, even Barucki and Chatwood, they can all be long relief kind of guys.
That's
right?
very true. Even Yamaguchi, he was pretty good in long relief last year.
Even Yamaguchi, but are guys that you could, if Pearson does reach his pitch limit, you could throw him in the pen, let him pitch, once every 3 days or whatever for a couple innings.
That's true.
And you wouldn't suffer in the lineup.
Yeah, see, you actually just sparked my interest when you said that we have a lot of these long relief guys. So if, just say Nate Pearson, he could pitch like every single game that he's supposed to in a full 162. And maybe since we have all these long relief guys, we can maybe make him throw 4, 5 innings every day, maybe go 6. You don't really know. It really depends how he's pitching and maybe his pitch limit. And I think if he's under 100 or under 90 going into maybe like the 5th or 6th, they keep him out. But if he's over that, you probably take him out, put in another longer relief guy.
No, I agree. Literally, let him go 5 innings, I would say, to start.
Yeah, I mean, if he's throwing a no-hitter, keep him in, but...
Obviously.
Yeah.
But let him throw 5 innings. Let him chuck gas. Like, that guy can hit 101 easy if he really wants, right?
Yeah.
And I think watching him...
He
was trying to conserve himself, I think, for 7 innings.
In the beginning of the year, when he pitched, who did he pitch against? He pitched against the Nationals.
Yeah.
Yeah, his major league debut. He pitched well in the first 2 innings, I think, but then after that, he was trying to control a little more. And then in the rest of the year, I think he was dealing with an injury. And then when he pitched against Tampa Bay in that wild card game, he was unhittable. He had 5 strikeouts in 2 innings, and he was disgusting. And that's the Nate Pearson that I think will come in 2021.
Exactly. No, I agree with you for sure on that. That is the Nate Pearson that will come in 2021. You just need to find him. You just need to get comfortable, I think. And I think let him go 5 innings, let him chuck gas, and then you could throw someone in like, I don't know, Matz, who's like the complete opposite of Pearson, right?
Yeah, exactly. Or Chatwood throws hard. Who throws really slow? Yamaguchi? Throw in Yamaguchi.
Or even Barucki.
Yeah. Because you have this absolute Chad right-hand throwing pitcher of Nate Pearson. And then you got the absolute lefty specialist, or I don't even know if he's specialist, of Ryan Barucki, who throws probably like max 90. Like, it's perfect. You'll screw up all these pitchers, or all these hitters.
Oh, Cap Perfect kind of went on a tangent there. Number 1, Paxton. Number 2, Walker. Number 3, Odorizzi.
Yes.
And then number 4, which you think it's kind of unlikely?
I think so. I think it's unlikely now that we got Steven Matz and Semien. I still think it's possible though, and I think this guy he would easily slot in number 2 for sure. He's probably the best pitcher out of all these guys on this list. It's gonna be Kyle Hendricks.
His nickname is the Professor.
Yeah.
He is literally a student of the game. Honestly, he reminds me a lot of Marco Estrada.
Yeah, and you know how Pete Walker worked very well with Marco Estrada.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Exactly. Honestly, if we can get Hendricks here somehow, I think he will honestly have a Cy Young year.
It really depends on how on what teams he faces, because the Yankees, they could light him up, but if he pitches games against Baltimore, and even Tampa Bay, he will do well against those teams.
Do you think the Yankees will light him up? I don't think so, because when Estrada was in Toronto, he pitched his best games against the Yankees.
That is true. I completely forgot about that.
And we talked about how the similarities, they're both finesse pitchers, both rely on the changeup a lot, both rely on their sinker a lot.
Actually, now that you say that, Yeah, I
If
agree.
he Walker has the same game plan with it, we could see the Yankees shut down in Kyle Hendricks. You could have Ryu 1, Hendricks 2, and then
Taiwan Walker.
Pearson 3.
Taiwan Walker.
Or Taiwan Walker, who pitched well
Yeah.
against them.
I wouldn't really want Nate Pearson to throw against the Yankees, considering they are, I think, the best fastball hitting team in the MLB. And
I would like him coming out of relief.
Yeah, Nate Pearson. I mean, if he could just go in there, throw a whole crap ton of off speed, which I don't want him to, then he would be effective. Or maybe he just throws a whole ton of high fastballs, which would work against the Yankees. But I don't know. I think it's more risky.
Yeah. I think Hendricks. We're talking about it. It's going to be hard for him to come here at this point.
But I would like it.
I would like it. I think we'd have to give up. We have to give up some prospects somewhere.
Yeah. I think
I know you're not going to like what I said.
You're going to say Jordan Groshans, and I'm not going to like it. I know it already.
Yeah, it's probably going to be Groshans. Maybe even see Teoscar Hernandez in there instead, because I have a feeling it's going to be Hendricks and Bryant package. I think that's what the Cubs want to do.
The thing is, I don't know if we need Bryant now, because we have Marcus Semien. That's the issue.
It kind of almost takes that away, this whole deal, but you could always just flip Semien somewhere. I don't even know, but let's just say we can get Hendricks by itself. It'll probably be like Jordan Groshans, Tanner Roark, and like another prospect reliever.
Yeah, I won't like it. I think Groshans has more potential than Chris Bryant, so that's just my opinion on it. I know Chris Bryant won an MVP. He's been fantastic his whole career, but Jordan Groshans has, I would say, almost Mike Trout potential. Not like power wise, but like just
elite level.
Yeah, the elite level. Like, I think he can be a Mookie Betts. Like, he can be like Mookie Betts.
I can see it.
And I just don't think we should give that up.
So those are the 4 that I think we need to sign for starting pitch. And then the other thing I think we need to get is we need to adjust our bullpen a little more.
I was gonna say that. We didn't talk about this before. I was gonna text you or something, so we don't like say it in video. But I was thinking, I'm like, we need another like quality bullpen piece.
And there's not, like, I can't think of too many that are still left out there.
I think our best... oh God, my voice just died. I think our best bet would be Colomé right now.
Yeah, I think for sure. I'm just trying to see who's left out there for relief pitchers.
I think it's just Colomé, or maybe Doolittle if he signed, but...
Oh, Trevor Rosenthal's still out there.
I don't know. I mean, he could... I think he'll ask for too much money.
I mean, yeah, maybe. People are predicting, we're using Fangraphs for all this, but they're predicting that he's probably going to get roughly $13 million in total, so $6.5 million a year for 2 years.
That's all right. I mean, that's fairly cheap considering. I mean, that's still more than we're giving Kirby Yates, unless Kirby Yates pops off. But
yeah.
And then if we have Colomé in our pen, we can use obviously Kirby Yates. I think he's going to be the closer. It'll be kind of a toss of a coin between Romano and Colomé, who are going to be the setup guys. And then who else do we have in the bullpen? We got Dolis,
Romano, AJ Cole. They recently.
Baraki.
Yeah.
Baraki.
Stripling's probably going to pitch out of the bullpen too.
Chatwood, Hatch. I think he'll start in AAA, but
just need one more bullpen arm that can pitch well, I guess you can say.
Yeah, honestly, I think so as well.
There's some names here that are still left: Trevor Rosenthal, Alex Colomé, Jake McGee, Tommy Hunter.
Has Shane Green signed anywhere?
Shane Green hasn't either.
He hasn't either? Okay, I mean, I'd be okay with having him on the team.
I found who we bring. We bring back the MVP candidate, Ryan Spera.
Did he? Yeah, he got an MVP vote, didn't he?
Yeah, he got an MVP vote.
I mean, if we have to, I mean, I guess, whatever. I mean, he was already a Blue Jay, and I liked him when he was a Blue Jay, so.
Yeah, I think we need one more power arm in the pen.
Yep, I agree. So, I think that's...
Just because if Giles was healthy, then it'd be a different story, but...
Yeah. I think that's all we have to say. I mean...
one more thing, actually. We need to find... One more thing the Jays need to do?
Yep.
We need to find out where they're playing their home games.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's going to be Dunedin.
Because we all know, me and you both know, it's not going to be Canada.
I want it to be, because I want to watch a Jays game this year, but I don't know.
Yeah. I wanted to too, but let's be realistic. It's not going to be there. So they need to find some place, either Dunedin or Buffalo, or partner with another MLB stadium.
Yeah, I just got a feeling it's going to be Dunedin. That place is brand new.
Yeah.
Well, not brand new, but it's like freshly renovated.
Renovated.
Looks really nice,
Yeah.
actually. And the facilities down there, beautiful.
Top notch. Yeah,
Top-notch.
plus the weather.
Oh, you're right. That's true. I mean, if they had a little dome, it would be better in Florida. But whatever, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, top 3 things Jays need to do. We need to sign a number 2 or number 3 starter pitcher.
Mm-hmm.
And we list the names: Paxton, Odorizzi, Tejon Walker, or trade for Hendricks.
Yep.
Another power arm in the pen: Ptolemy, McGee, Rosenthal, Tommy Hunter, Shane Green, something along those lines to help us pen out. And we need to figure out where the heck we're playing baseball next year.
Exactly. Those are the 3. So if you guys agree, hit that like button, subscribe, comment down below if you agree or disagree. I mean,
If
I don't know
not, let us know below. Let us know what you guys think.
Mm-hmm. So I think with all that being said, we can wrap this video up. So thank you so much for watching. Follow our Instagram page. It's underrated. And we'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.